Hello, hello. I know this doesn't sound that great, but I don't know if it's because I'm here using my mic or because there's a road right there. My new place has that road that is always super busy. I wanted to record this before the leaves started looking ugly. This is a Phal. I've had a Hieroglyphica, yeah, for 2 years now. I've had it for 2 winters. This would technically be my 3rd winter, I think. I got it at the Orchid Society a couple years ago, and I think when I bought it, it was more of a seedling. It had 4 leaves and a couple spikes. These are new leaves that I grew, and it had 2 more that I was worried about, so I started cleaning it up because it had these weird, I thought they were maybe just old leaves that, were getting yellow and dropping naturally, but then around the base it started getting really weird black spots, and then the second leaf started to go, and they both went in like a day. As I was cleaning it up, I was trying to get all the black off. This is how I had it growing, by the way. It started out as semi-hydro. This is the process that I went with it. It was just in a cup with the 2 holes, or even just 1 hole on both. I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, there's the 2 holes. 1, 2. And I figured since it was a seedling, I sprayed the top of it daily. It had Spanish moss at the top, so I kept the Spanish moss alive by watering it daily. The roots took off, went happy, but then it was too much moisture with these grow stones in it. This is I can't remember what it is exactly. Oh, recycled glass. And it has a kind of porous, it's kind of like a combo between a lava rock and sponge rock, that white perlite. And anyway, I was not having success with just the leca, the hydrogen clay beads. The odd-shaped ones that were big are the first ones that I tried. After that, I did get a bag of just round, uniform, different sizes up to about that big. I still have like a 50-pound bag. No, 20 pounds is probably a lot, but it's like the size of a big trash can full of it. And I don't know, I'm probably never going to use all of it. Anyway, these made it too moist. These were not moist enough. And once it started getting too moist and the roots did start establishing, they started getting too moist and dying off. And so I added more holes. That makes sense, right? And it did really well again. I just would place it in like a container like this, or even a short glass one, so that the roots could photosynthesize also. And grew 4 new beautiful leaves. And when I bought it originally, the leaves were much smaller. I want to say like half as the size. And it had spikes. I never saw it bloom. And then the leaves that I grew, I was worried about a virus or something because it had those weird, I don't know, it had weird marks. But look, that's injured from the move I did, but look at how beautiful. It really was so pretty. 2 years, bye, gone. I went to clean off the round, or the sheaths or whatever they are, the old leaves. And that's how it was. Well, after like 2 hours of cleaning it off as carefully as I could, the black went really deep and it went right into the stem. And then, so the old leaves were holding it together, but the old leaves were rotting it. So I was trying to be so careful. And I mean, that black went deep. And I mean, you can still see it. I didn't even get it all the way off. And it snapped on me. It broke right off. That's the part on the left. Right there. That's the stem. So these roots are obviously still alive. Some of these are alive, just thirsty. And some of them are toast, gone. Now, if I had more space, and I'm even still considering it, I threw this away once and dug it out of the trash. And it's kind of one of those morbid curiosity things. I've tried so many experiments, and you know, most of them aren't successful. But I feel like I have so many that I can't even treat the experiments right with the moving I've done and the space I have now. So I don't know if I will keep it or not, but you know that extreme propagation that Maria Young talked about on My Orchid Adventures a while ago? She chopped a plant at the stem and planted the leaves, or you know, the stem with the leaves on one side, and then planted the roots on another side in 2 separate pots. But you know, I bet that takes a lot of babying and a lot of time to regrow. I've already had this thing for 2 years. I really don't think I want to do it. And yeah, so this one definitely liked to be moist, but it liked to dry out completely in between. So it took a lot of watering. And it grew, like, it never wanted to sit upright in the pot, ever. No matter how I staked it or grew it or whatever, it never did. It should have probably been mounted. It wanted to just hang and climb on something like that. So I'm sorry, dear Hieroglyphica, that I didn't do better with you. That I didn't learn enough while I had you. I'll treat somebody else better, and hopefully somebody can learn from me as well. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks, guys. Dilly out.